Your skin is so soft, a handsome green eyed man whispered breathlessly as he softly caressed your cheek. In the meantime, his other hand circled your, bringing you closer to him. Your body at its record responded to his every touch, bringing a hand that grazed your cheek only a moment ago around your neck. He brought you closer to him. Both of your breath danced together while your lips were only a moment from connecting. Closing your eyes, you waited patiently for his lips to touch yours, but that never came. Instead, there was a blinding light. Opening your eyes, you looked around, still in a daze from such a realistic dream. Sun woke you up yet again. Turning around, you looked at the window on which you yet again didn't close curtains. Flipping yourself in the opposite direction of the window, you tried to go back to green-eyed Greek god. Your dreams are the only way for you to have some kind of relationship. However, there was no use because it was too bright in the room. You even pulled a blanket over your head, but no use. That way it's too hot. Then you decided to throw the blanket off of you and put a pillow over your head so that light can't come near your eyes. And guess what? It doesn't help. You are gonna suffocate yourself before you get any sleep. You groaned as you got out of your bed and closed the curtains. You knew that you forgot something last night before you went to the bed, but it seemed that your memory these days is like one of a fish. After you professionally barricaded the window from any passage of light, you returned to bed for only a couple more minutes. You close your eyes, but like always, sleep just didn't want to come to you and wrap you in its warm embrace. So you just lay there motionlessly and thought about stupid things like your life. Wow, what a start of the day. You murmured, propping yourself on elbow, getting into a more comfortable position. You finally positioned yourself comfortably and took your phone from the nightstand next to the bed. Today is your birthday. It almost slipped your mind, almost. But thanks to your idiotic cousin and your friends, as soon as you unlock your phone, you was bombarded with messages. Happy birthday, Tesoro. Wish you all the best. Happy birthday, dear. Happy birthday. You smiled as you read them all and sent quick thanks to everyone. Just as you was finishing the last message, your phone started to ring in your hands. Quickly answering it, there was on an all too familiar voice to you. Kawa pet Munita, coffee 5 minutes, explained your cousin's voice before he hung up. With a heavy sigh, you got up from the bed and went to the bathroom to do your business. After you got yourself clean and ready for the day, there was a knock on your door. Jogging towards the door, you opened them only to reveal your idiotic cousin. His casual outfit was something that first caught your eye simply because it's a rare occasion to see him in one. He was and will always be the one that usually wears suits. The second thing that caught your eyes was chocolate cake in his hands, your favorite. You really don't know what would you do without him. He is your everything. You don't have any sibling, therefore, you are the only child, but you always consider him as your older brother. You mean in the end, you both kind are siblings because 13 years ago, when his parents died in a car accident, your dear parents became legal guardians of him. Some people even thought that you both were twins back when you were younger because you were and still are really close and even look alike. You both share the same light bluish gray eyes, even though yours are little lighter and dark brown hair. Well, you was that color, but when you went to high school, you dyed it black a couple of times, so now you don't even know how and why, but your hair is much darker. Felix, what are you doing here? Shouldn't you be with boys? You screamed while jumping in his arms, almost knocking the cake from his hands. I was, but I also came to an idea to surprise you, so happy birthday, he exclaimed, tightening his hold on you. Aw, thanks, you said sarcastically while releasing him from the hug. Where are they? They didn't come with you? You asked him as you both went inside of your apartment and got seated on a couch. Oh, they just stayed behind to gather the rest of the stuff from the car. I'm going to drink. Drink some water, I'm thirsty. Well, here they are, he talked while standing up from the couch but got cut by furious banging on the door. He exclaimed, you went to open the door to let them in, but stopped yourself halfway when the door banged open. Leno jumped inside, throwing all stuff he held in his hands while screaming, Happy birthday, Tesoro! Wrapping his hands around you, he embraced you in a long, tight, suffocating hug. You laughed, thanking him, and he let go of you. Behind him in the doorway stood Yunjin with a scroll on his face directed towards Leno. Did you really need to throw all this stuff on the floor? He asked, but Leno just flipped him off and went to join Felix in the kitchen, leaving you laughing at his childish behavior. Yunjin made his way towards you and lightly hugged you. Happy birthday, little flower, he said softly, something he always does when he spoke with you. Hi, Eugene. Thank you very much, you said as you pulled away from the hug and started to lead him towards those two idiots. And yes, you are that type of a girl. You have more boyfriends than girlfriends, but not because there is less drama with the boys, but because you don't know you spend most of your time with Felix, so that kind of came by itself. And no, just to clear this image, you do not and will never date any of them. Maybe there is a problem in you because Leno and Yunjin, they both are good looking. Hell, they are more than good looking, they are hot as hell. That Greek god from your dream is nothing next to them. Leno is buffy while covered in tattoos and piercing, which actually made him look like one of those bad boys your mom would hate and dad would tell you to run away from. His greenish blue eyes, pink plump lips, dark hair, and strong, always freshly shaved jaw is something that causes girls to chase him over the city. All in all, he looks like Greek god. Yunjin is not far from that either. His light brown hair with slight curls and eyes which are almost the same color as his hair makes all girls swoon. Unlike Leno, he has slight stubble which suits him perfectly. Eugene is just like Leno, has well-built body, but he is not covered with tattoos. However, that doesn't mean that he doesn't have them under his clothes. They both are tall, their frames are towering over yours whenever you stand next to them. However, that doesn't mean that they are the same height. Lino looks a little shorter, maybe for a half inch. You don't find them as the guys which you would date. Maybe that's because you know them for quite some time. You know their flaws and all. You are used to having them around like brothers or like overly protective friends, but nothing more or less than that. And you are sure that they see you the same way. After the greetings, you all talked about your little trip to Germany, and they went on some kind of car show, and by what you heard, they had the time of their lives. Half naked girls and sports cars. What to say, boys will always be boys. They were sat at the kitchen counter as you cooked lunch for them. They didn't want you to cook because it's your birthday, so they suggested that you to go out and eat. But you, being you, you declined their offer, telling them that you would rather stay in today, relax a little more before your trip tomorrow. After a little bitching about it, they agreed and let you be, so here you are cooking. Are you sure you're gonna be okay tomorrow? I mean, with flights and all? I know that you are scared of heights, Lino said, making you snap. I mean, if you want, I can go with you so I can hold your hand and keep you safe, he suggested, wiggling his brows in a teasing manner. If you are still scared even after that, you can always sit in my lap. He started but got cut by Felix slapping the back of his head. Shut the F up, you idiot. That's my sister you are speaking to, Felix exclaimed, playfully angry with a hint of a laugh in his eyes. I think I'm gonna manage, but thanks for the offer, you said to Lino with a big smile. Okay, okay, he said, rubbing the back of his head. I just wanted to tell you not to worry that much about it. You are in safe hands, he added, smiling softly. After you all had your lunch and eat a piece of cake which Felix brought, you all went to the living room and sat on the couch. However, during whole meal and even now you couldn't shake the tension that fell over you. Exhaling a short breath, you broke the silence. What's going on with you guys? You asked, genuinely curious, causing them to share a look between each other. So, Felix started by looking at you. Are you sure you want to do that? Leave. I mean, you could stay here, find a job here, or maybe if not here, then somewhere else, but closer, or you cut him with a soft smile. I'm sure. I really am. But why? Why live on the other side of the planet when you cut Lino off? Listen, all three of you. You know why I'm leaving? I always wanted to go to New York and now I have a chance. And I also think that this is gonna be great for me, so I can have a fresh start. Besides, you know how much I need that. I need to start over. New people or new place, a new city, a new state. Heck, even a new continent. But that doesn't mean that I won't miss you guys. I just want to go away from here and all these toxic people. You explained while giving them a soft, reassuring smile. You sure? What if you don't like it? Felix asked, with concern written all over his face. Well, if I don't like it over there, then I'm gonna come back here. Don't worry, I'm going to be completely fine, you said as light laughter climbed its way from your throat. I know that whatever I say now won't help you to ease your nerves, but please believe me when I say that I'm gonna be fine. Have a little faith in me, huh? With a heavy sigh, Felix's head slumped down. Okay, you are right. That didn't erase my nerves, not even slightly bit. I guess I'm just scared of for you. You are going on literally the other side of F planet alone, he said while slowly raising his head and looking you in eyes. Without any one of us, you will be completely alone without anyone to protect you. And that's when you saw it, fear. It shone in his eyes. He was scared for you. He is your only family, the only one that cares for you, your well being. And that thought almost brought tears in your eyes. No one else cares. Your parents never really cared for you, but for Felix, that's a completely different story. Your dad always had a Your dad had a soft spot for Felix because he was the only thing left from his brother. For them, you was a disappointment, a waste of money and air, a mistake. They wanted a son, but instead they got you and they weren't happy. Your grandpa from your father's side left your dad a lot of money which they were able to get only under one condition, if they had a son. Your mother wasn't able to have kids, but somehow a miracle happened and they had you. Yeah, they had you, but not the money, and that hurt them badly. So, since you was born, they were well not really parents of the year. They would show you and make you realize how much they despise you. The best thing is they wouldn't hide it. If they didn't like something you did or didn't do, they would make such a scene, but even if there are people around. They simply wouldn't care. All they wanted to do is to humiliate you in front of strangers or between four walls of home. In their words, you could feel their humiliation. You was the best in classes, but still that wasn't enough for them. They wanted more. You would cry yourself to sleep almost every night because you couldn't get them to show some kind of love or care for you. Is it that hard to tell your own child that you are proud of him or her when he or her get a good grade, or even when he or she doesn't get a good grade, but you saw with your own eyes that they did everything in their power to get it? Would you tell your own child that you are disgusted with the way your child looks? You are too fat, you look too pale, you lost too much weight, you look like a skeleton. Well, that would be your parents to you. They are the main reasons why you have an eating disorder and why you almost died a couple of times. But not once did they show any type of care towards you. They would rather accuse you of being an attention seeker. They would ignore you, act like you don't exist, while showering Felix with all care and love. Was you jealous? Yes, but did you show it? Well, you would lie. You would lie if you said no. So yeah, you did when you was younger. But every child could. You thought that he's gonna steal them stupid. But even when you hated him, he never gave up on you. He was the only person that considered that your feelings matter. He was your shoulder for crying, your knight in shining armor that chased nightmares away. He was at some point your mother, your father, and your brother. He's all in one. Now, watching him in such distress is hurting you. You would do anything for him, even if it means giving up on your dream. No, 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 don't you dare. Yunjin, who was silent all the time, finally jumped in. This is something you always wanted, didn't you? You always wanted to travel, visit new countries. Now you have a chance to take it. Don't let those two idiots tell you what to do. Do what you think is in your best interest. Understand? He said with a serious look. Lino and Felix sent him a harsh glare while muttering curses under their breaths. Did you step in shit while you walked here? Lino asked, looking at Yunjin, making him frown at his question. No, I don't think so. Why? Yunjin answers, looking Lino in the eyes. Ah, you seem full of yourself. The F, on whose side are you? Lino said, making you all burst into laughter. After you all calmed, you looked back at the guys. God, you are gonna miss them. With a heavy sigh, Felix looked up at you. He's right. It's selfish of me to make you stay when I know the best of all of us three, how much pain you went through here. I'm just scared to leave you alone, that far away from me. You know that I love you, sis, he said, pulling you into a hug. I know, I love you too. To the moon and back. You smiled into a hug and your hold onto him tightened. To the moon and back, he muttered silently under his breath. Okay, okay, enough with this I love you more shit. She is not dying, she is just moving away. You can always call her, maybe that's gonna be a good thing. You are gonna be more on the phone and then you could actually pick up when I call you. Lino said while the rest of you burst out laughing. After you calmed down a little, Lino looked at you. Throwing his arms around your shoulders, he pulled you closer to him. Let's watch some movies now, huh? What you say, Ryan? He asked while smirking at you. Nodding your heads, you all agree and got more comfortable while switching through channels. When the night came, you was exhausted. Even though you didn't do much today, you was so tired and guys gagged on that. So not long after, you started yawning. They bid their goodbyes and left, but not before assuring you that they will pick you up tomorrow and take you to the airport. Throwing trash that you left and clean the kitchen a little, you checked to see if everything was clean and as at its place. Assuring yourself that everything was how it should be, you turned the lights off and walked out of the kitchen. If I take shower now, then I don't need to get up early tomorrow morning. You mumbled to yourself and switched your way towards the bedroom. After a shower, you checked did you pack everything you will need? Clothes, documents, plane ticket, resume, everything's here. Finally getting into bed after checking everything, you let yourself be drawn in a soft mattress, waiting for sleep to overpower your body. On other hand, while your body awaited sleep, your head was filling itself with different thoughts like, will you like it over there? How will it be living there? You would lie to yourself if you said that you are not scared. You will be alone without a single familiar person. You are scared, but at the same time, you want to go. You need to go. With that, you finally close your eyes and fell asleep around 2 a.m.